Yes, 'twas the fight night before Christmas, the day of reckoning. There was the expected and there were the upsets, so it's only fair we break the whole sexy thing down and give it a good rummaging and take a look at the shape of things to come. Cause let's be honest, there's fuck all else to do at the minute, innit? Yeah, we're in that in-between bit after Christmas, that sort of no man's land period. Can't be bollocks with work, ain't got a pot to piss in, looking like a fat bastard, rough, innit? But anyway, here we go, strap in. So let's start from the bottom to the top, eh? Well, it all began with Sanchez versus Farr, and yeah, we were never expecting much from old Farr, but he did show a decent bit of heart, to be fair. Sanchez was biding his time for about 5 rounds, waiting for his moment. I mean, it was actually a little bit dull for a while, to be honest. I bet the double turkey was fuming. He's thinking, bloody hell, come on, I've spent about £1 billion here. Is this what I get for me money? Blimey, where's Connor with that bugle? I need livening up. Anyway, when he finally did land the big dog, it did look pretty devastating. About time we see Sanchez up against a big name. The man can certainly be a problem. Maybe like a Ruiz or a Zhang, that'll get my plums tingling. And then we're on to Hrgovic versus Demori. So a first round knockout for old Hrgovic, and yeah, shock horror. I don't know what that fight was all about, to be fair, but we'll come back to old Hrgi in a minute. In a nutshell though, total mismatch old Demori, which was also the case with Opetai versus Zorro. Now young Zorro may have been demolished in a round by this absolute beauty. Bloody hell, I'll see you harking later. But for me, the biggest ballsack award and absolute warrior of the night goes to Ellis Zorro. Ellis dared to be great. He and everyone knew he was nowhere near this man's level, and in the end, he didn't even have the world title on the line. For him to step in the ring with Opetai, double massive props. This man is being avoided like the plague because he really is a different breed of fighter. I'll be dropping a vid in a few days about how and why he is so good, but yes, don't expect anyone to be calling out his name anytime soon because he really is the real deal. Hold your head high, Zorro, me old chum, and count yourself lucky that your head's still attached to your fucking neck, blimey. Anyway, talking of real deals, someone who we found out ain't the real deal is old Mackie Mudov. A good performance by Caballero, a solid 4th round knockout with some nasty little body shots thrown in there as well. This man can cause some problems. He can box, he moves quite well, and it turns out he's got a bit of power. He's now found himself knocking on the door inside that top 10, and he's earned himself a decent name fight. But yeah, old Mackie Mudov was pants, bruv. He looked like an inexperienced journeyman, to be honest. Slow telegraphing swings, completely clueless, and no punch resistance at all. He's looked good in the past against the likes of Takam, who's a decent fighter, but this was pretty dire. Maybe Caballero's just much better than we thought, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. However, I will say one thing, he's still a scary bastard, so if he happens to watch this video, then I didn't mean any of that. Actually, well done, Mac Mudov. I thought it was a fucking brilliant performance, bruv. In fact, you were fucking robbed. Double liberty. No, you're really good though, honestly, don't hurt me, I love you. Now moving on, and here we go, admit it people, this was the one we were all waiting for. Daniel Dubois versus Noel Pedmans. And yes, it was a very satisfying end for fight fans. Mr. Dubois pulling it out the bag with a mere 8 seconds left of the fight. And yes, I hold my hands up people. I've been critical of Danny Boy in the past, however, double credit where double credit is due, because this is a rejuvenated Dubois, full of heart, full of beans, and bundles of determination. He's even pulling out some blinding trash talk as well, have a look.
Big baby, every baby has a daddy, and I'm gonna beat you like I'm your daddy.
Aye, yeah, he's fucking brilliant. He absolutely nailed it, bruv. He was up all night in Turkey's bathroom practicing that one, weren't he? Okay, come on, Daniel, you got it now, mate. Right, here we go. Oi, Miller, every daddy has a baby. No, that's not it, is it? Hold on. Oi, Miller, I'm gonna beat you like your daddy, because I'm a baby. No, that's not it either. Hold on. Right, Turkey, what is it again, bruv? Right, I'm only gonna tell you once more. You're the daddy and he's the baby. Oh, yeah, that's it. Right, I remember now. Right, I'm gonna beat you like your daddy, because I'm your daddy. And, oh, fucking hell, keep going, bruv. Anyway, yes, he smashed it out the park. He absolutely nailed it, and by Joe, he certainly was the daddy. He didn't need to trade for 10 rounds. He could have been on his toes and peppered the big slow lump all night. But no, he fought like a warrior, showed his dog when he was under the cosh, and gave us the most exciting finish of the night in that very last minute. Now I say this without taking anything away from Daniel's win, but we can see the more human Jarrell Miller ain't the same fighter. The 2018 Miller was clearly an enhanced product, and if there's ever an advert for the benefits of juicing up, this is your man. However, as I say, we take nothing away from the dubious, as Miller was still strong and dangerous with that mental fucking chin. Danny Boy was superb, and roll on the next fight. I can't lie though, I'd be happy to see Miller come again, because I want to see him in there with nobody else but Derek Chisora. And fingers crossed, Chisora knocks the pies out of him, then he can fuck off. Anyway, yes, then we have a cheeky bit of Bivol. Once again, great plum shown by Arthur, but there were serious levels shown as well. Roll on the winner of Beterbiev Smith, I say. And now, oh yes, Wilder versus Parker, ruddy hell. But just before we get into that, people, can I just tickle your nipples with a blinded bit of kit? Yes, it's the very brilliant NordVPN. So let me explain to you VPN virgins what a VPN does. It will allow you to appear to be using the internet as though you're in another country, meaning for example that you can tap into the latest Hollywood blockbusters on Netflix USA that aren't available in the UK. Yeah, but is it just for Netflix proper? No, of course it's not, Daniel. It's not just for Netflix, me old China. It's for a million things. Like being abroad, you can't always access your favourite betting sites and put on a footy accumulator, but with Nord, you can. And how about your favourite sporting event that's taking place in a different country? The streaming site won't let you access it from your territory, but you can just go bosh. One click, you're surfing in that region. Lovely jubbly. And of course, I'm going to give you a terrific special offer. You'll get 4 months free when you sign up to a 2-year plan. You just need to click on my link in the description. How good is that? And lastly, don't you worry, the safety is second to none. Nord acts as a blinding cybersecurity tool that blocks out all them dodgy hackers and intrusive ads, and you'll remain completely private, safe and secure. So click the link in the description. Terrific stuff. Now, where was I? So yes, the upset of the night came in the shape of the clever little Kiwi, Joseph Parker. The game plan with Andy Lee was a thing of genius, fighting out of the mid-range, maintaining the distance, and stepping in too close or dipping in too low for Wilder to be able to throw the big right hand. A perfect strategy. Now, of course, he was cautious, but make no mistake, he was still trying to knock the bronze bomber clean out, and he very nearly did in the 8th round. Have a look, bosh. Fair play to Wilder for eating this, but all in all, a blinding performance from Parker. He displayed a great set, he showed experience, and he was very mature, just like all the birds in my OnlyFans subscription. Fucking lovely. Yes, however, let's talk about Wilder quickly. So as I mentioned the other day, I think he's just had enough. For some reason, his game plan was, I'm going to come in, not throw a single punch till the last round, then I put my hand up and shout bomb squad, and hopefully I get the fucking win. Now listen, I don't want to kick a man when he's down, because he's great for boxing, the old bronze bomber. However, he don't half talk some fucking flapjack, doesn't he? After the loss, he said that he reckons had he beaten Parker, AJ would have retired, and the fight can still go ahead, but AJ's got an excuse now to not make the fight. Don't get me started. Sorry to say it, but the harsh truth is this man avoided Klitschko because Shelley Finkel knew he weren't ready, and he avoided Joshua by turning down over 100 million at a time that his biggest payday was about 2 or 3 million. And the reason he avoided both was because he and Shelley knew that one day this would happen. His best win is Ortiz, and his best win outside of that is probably Helenius or Stiverne or Brazil, take your pick. Without being disrespectful, none of them are really anywhere near the top level, and clearly none of them have a boxing IQ to be able to beat Wilder. But if he had fought more top 10 fighters like the Furies and the Parkers of this world, he would have come up against more fighters who do have the boxing IQ to beat him. Don't get me wrong, he'd have beat some of them, but he'd have lost a few as well. Ultimately, his record has come back to haunt him, or in the words of Teddy Atlas, he's been exposed. Anyway, hopefully he does come again, but he looks like he's had enough of it all now. We shall see. And then finally, Anthony Joshua. So yes, I predicted a tricky, methodical fight for AJ with Wallin's skills causing a lot of problems, but yeah, that one was straight out the David Haye fucking handbook. Now, to be fair, I thought he'd eventually get the old knockout, but it really was a demolition job. The absolute statement from AJ that we've all been waiting for. Wallin was giving it the big one about AJ's mental weakness in the build-up, but yes, that one come back to bite him. All in all though, the Brit looked to be on another level. So from what we've seen, the Ben Davison link-up appears to be a thing of beauty. Again, I wasn't sure if that was a good move, but there we are, another case of me talking a royal load of bollocks. Hands up, but maybe it's an element of home comforts, bonding with a British trainer, not overcomplicating things, who knows. But regardless, with this dominant and powerful Joshua, the the future really is looking very bright. And talking of bright, that dark room clearly worked a fucking treat, didn't it? Bloody hell. I've just got rid of all my fucking light bulbs. I'm having some of that. But yes, as we know, the Wilder fight has now gone down the pan. So there's a chance that March the 9th, unfortunately, may not be a Joshua fight night now. And with the Fury Usyk fight looming in February, I'd imagine the Joshua Hrgovic fight will probably only be made should the IBF belt be stripped from the winner. So that March the 9th date may be filled by someone else, maybe Bivol and the winner of Beterbiev Smith, something like that. Who knows? I'm just riffing, or probably talking bollocks. I reckon things may be a bit quiet for AJ till then, but either way, it's fair to say AJ is back, baby. So there we are. Happy New Year, everyone, and thank you for being double lush watching me stupid little vids this year. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but hopefully they've given you a few minutes of entertainment along the way. Roll on 2024, new year, new me, live, laugh, love and all that crap. Tally ho for now, bosh.